What is up, Creative Gang? Welcome to episode number 43 of In the Frame podcast. First things first, let's get her going.
Kyle?
I was like,
dude, did you pop?
I was like cleaning it. Cheers, man.
Good stuff.
Let's go. Cinco de Mayo week.
Let's go.
First things first, if you guys don't follow us on YouTube, please go ahead and subscribe, like a video, share it. If you're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, go ahead and share it in your story. It takes a few seconds, but it helps us a ton.
Digital currency, baby. We're not asking for any money, just a little bit of clout.
How you been, bro?
Dude, good. Really busy. Just got done doing it. This is Monday. We're shooting on a Monday for the first time ever, I think. Just got doing back-to-back shoots, wedding, and a music video with Rafi. It's been pretty exhausting.
Yeah.
Today was like an edit day for me, so I just did a lot of admin work, editing, and that
clerical shit no one likes.
Exactly. But it's good though, man. It's good. Like when I do like 2-3 days of editing, it's like, all right, I need to get out the house. And when I do shoots, when it's shoots are physically, mentally taxing. Yeah. And it's like, all right, I can't wait to just freaking edit the next day and just sit down and not do nothing. But yeah, it's good, man. This is exactly what I want, and I'm working on that right now. So how about yourself?
I'm booked for the month of May, which is less than 30 days to get married, so I'm only booking 4 to 5 shoots, which is enough for me. Other than that, I'm just focusing on my wedding thus far, which is not bad. I'm taking a little break from photography. I'm gonna go hella hard, so expect heaters. I'm on heaters.
Yeah, the last couple of weeks, I know you had mentioned this a few weeks back that you're gonna take a pause on photography and focus on your wedding.
Yeah,
I was like, I kind of forgot, and I'm like, damn, man, Pete's been MIA. Like, where the fuck's he at? Yeah. And then I even messaged you, I think, like, yo, like, what the fuck? You're not posting no more? You're like, dude, remember I'm taking time off. I'm like, oh, that's right. And then you mentioned it again. I was like, yeah, you're right. You're taking it serious. I thought you were a cap. I'm like, this fool says he's gonna take a break, dude. He's gonna get that itch and he's gonna start editing and shooting some stuff.
But remember what I said, we all have time. We just gotta prioritize. So I'm prioritizing life, and it's the wedding, so like it doesn't happen. You don't get married twice.
I mean, some people get married 4 times. Man.
Yeah, no. Shit, kudos to you, man. You found 2 life partners. That's good. That's hard to find one. I'm just trying to live in the moment, and that's what I'm doing. But shit, what are we talking about today, bro?
Today we're talking about imposter syndrome, man. I figured it's been a long time since we did a podcast about giving just straight out advice. And
sharing our experiences.
I was reading this book earlier, and it talked about imposter syndrome. I'm like, dude, we should talk about this in the Potter. And for those who don't know what imposter syndrome is,
go ahead and lay those facts.
Yeah, let me get the clear definition for the ones that don't know exactly what it is. Imposter syndrome is a loosely defined as doubting your abilities and feeling like a fraud. It's a disproportionately affects high achieving people who find it difficult to accept their accomplishments. Many question whether they're deserving of their accolades. So, Pete, you'll be the first guinea pig.
All right.
Have you felt imposter syndrome in the past? Are you currently feeling it? Who knows?
Honestly, bro, no. I just feel like I've been.
I was like, damn. I know before you like, I'm not gonna show my weakness, man.
Nah, bro. What the fuck are you talking about? Next. I'm just kidding. No, so like imposter syndrome.
You got a boxing shirt now. You think you're fucking buff and shit? Like,
fucking sleeves and shit. No, imposter syndrome. I feel like we've all been there where we feel like we don't belong there. Because for me, I'm gonna go straight into it. My parents, I'm first generation American, so my parents
Mexican American.
Yeah, Mexican American. I'm sorry. My parents, they came from Mexico, and then they weren't in the creative side. My mom wanted to be a writer, but
I didn't know that.
Yeah, she wanted to be a writer and an English teacher and teach that. But obviously, stuff happens, and then my dad, he was just a hard worker and
still is.
Yeah, he still is.
He's one of the most hardest worker I know.
Yeah, ever. He's like the legit. Like I always tell people this, like. How people say, my dad's the American dream. My dad's the American dream. I feel like my dad's your
dad's legit the American dream.
Like, yeah. But, starting off, like I said, I wanted to be a comedian. And then I was like, nah, throw that in the trash.
You?
Yeah. Like, I told you this, like in the beginning.
I forget
it. It was like elementary. Like I used to watch a lot of.
No, actually, I thought you were full of shit, but I didn't know you were that serious.
I used to watch a lot of like Spanish, like comedy and shit. And I was like, oh, I want to be like that. But anyways, fast forward to now, like when I started photography, I was like, man, I want to do landscape. Like, that's easy because everybody does it. And I feel like I have my own twist to it, so that's fine. But then when I got into, like, portraits and stuff, I was like, oh, shit. Like, I'm getting a little bit of attention, but fuck, man. My parents have never been a photographer. My mom's never been in a creative space. like this isn't for me. Like I felt like an imposter going in.
Okay, so you didn't feel like it was a real thing.
I felt like
you thought they would judge you. Cause it's not like, I mean, the parents would
yes,
be like,
I felt like they would judge me. So like I felt like I was like, oh damn, like I don't have the credentials to be a photographer because I didn't go to school. My parents don't have a pedigree in photography, so therefore I can't be a photographer because I'm just starting off. I don't have that pedigree, you know. It's not my parents taught me something or oh I learned it from my dad, or you know, usually people who get into the creative or like artists, singers or whatever is because their parents are usually they're influenced by their parents, so they have like what's that thing that all millennials feel so entitled. They feel entitled because like, oh, my parent did it, so I can do it. But for me, like that's what one main cause that was like, oh shit, like I feel a little bit of an imposter because yeah, I'm getting a little bit of attention because my pictures are good, but damn, where are my credentials? And my credentials made me feel like a fraud, made me feel like I didn't belong in this space.
Yeah.
But then that all changed and went to shit when I was like, oh fuck, like I'm actually pretty good. People are hiring me, this and that. Yeah. That's how I got over my imposter syndrome.
And how recent was this?
Fuck, like 2-3 years ago.
2-3 years ago?
Yeah, that's when 2-3 years ago is when I started like
dabbling into photography. Or seriously?
Getting paid for like portraits. Like, yo, take a picture of my family in the pier. Like, okay, cool. But it takes some time.
Yeah.
Like I always say, it's hard work overtakes talent, right?
Yeah.
So if you have talent, like you're good at pictures, like you have a good camera, this and that. But if you don't put in that hard work to keep evolving, like you're gonna get stuck and it's not gonna take you anywhere.
That's true, man. I mean, so like my analogy to hard work always beats talent is Leo Messi versus Cristiano Ronaldo. Mm-hmm. Messi is like 5 foot nothing, but he's the most talented player probably ever. And Ronaldo is the hardest worker. He was like a scrub, like skinny, not fast, but he worked so hard in the gym, got himself built up, and like his hard work is able to level up with Messi. Or some people say it's even more. Like I think he's better than Messi, but like that just shows like Messi looks like a scrawny. He doesn't look like he hits the gym. He's just relies on his talents. He just kills it. Where Ronaldo's like, I fucking work hard for it. And that's why I appreciate someone like Cristiano Ronaldo more, because he works so hard for what the fuck he's done and doesn't take no days off, doesn't take a sip of alcohol. His diet is insanely crazy. He's like fucking has a 18 pack at the age of like 37. And it's like insane. Like at 36, 37, how the fuck old he is, like he's still killing it. And yeah, that's my little tidbit about hard work always will surpass talent.
Yeah, even Mayweather says that. He's like hard work, dedication. But yeah, if you are going through that imposter syndrome, you can, you know, from my experiences, don't focus on your credentials, on your pedigree, like where you come from. Focus more on what you want your story to be. Like we always say, like you can make up your own path. You know, you write your own history. Another thing about imposter syndrome is, when I started off, I felt like one thing about judging is I felt a lot of people were entitled to the Potter. What do you mean?
Oh, go ahead.
No, what I was trying to say was like I felt like when I was like starting with the portraits, I was like, man, like I feel like a lot, like I'm giving a lot of power to the audience and to people, strangers that don't know me. I'm letting them judge and qualify me. Yeah. And you know, essentially set my standards. Yeah. And that shouldn't be a thing that you should hold yourself to. You should sell yourself. That's what I'm trying to say.
When I said what I meant by the Potter is like in the beginning, like people were trying to like hassle you about like, oh man, what the fuck you're doing talking in the podcast? Like, you know what the fuck you're saying or whatever. But like you still kept it pushing, man. You were aware of the comments. You were able to like fix yourself or quote unquote fix yourself, or like not give a shit about what other people are saying and educate yourself more in the space. And I mean, shit, 43 episodes in, man, you're still here, and the haters just disappeared, dude. They disappeared.
That is a good analogy, because when I first started, my portraits weren't that great. They were good. They weren't the caliber that they're at right now. Yeah. And I feel like if the old imposter syndrome Pete would have been like, oh shit, like what are you doing, bro? Like people are judging you. Like you would have, my growth would have been stunted. Yeah. But if you can go back, I feel like this podcast is always a journal, because I can look back of.
When the first time you got your flash.
Yeah, when was this Potter? Let me see my picture that I posted that. I was like, oh shit. And as I go, it's like a little diary, and you can see my progression. So it's pretty cool.
No, it is cool, especially you, because like your growth has been so insane since day one of the podcast, 40 weeks in the past, and then until now. It's like you went from shooting typical portraits, in my
Natural
opinion.
light.
Natural light, like everyone could do because it's free. And then you invest in legit gear, and then shit, bro. Like there's even people in the area that are legit. Like I wouldn't say the word copy, but you definitely inspired.
Yeah, it's one of those tricky. It's like you want to become a pioneer, and I feel like, oh my god, I hate saying this, but we're not sucking each other's dicks or anything. But
Pause.
I feel like you can clearly see my progression. Where like I want to learn, I want to take, I want to learn advice from this person. I want to do this, and then like I find my own way, and then people like ask me questions, and
you just get free game a little bit too much sometimes.
Sometimes a little free game. Shit, free game. Remember, guys, too much free game is a little. You're putting yourself a little bit too out there.
Yeah. As far as me feeling the imposter syndrome, man, yeah, definitely. I've felt that in the past before, especially when I first started traveling. I was like living the dream, like what most people want. Everybody especially in their early 20s, they want to travel the world and not work a 9 to 5 and just fucking live that Instagram lifestyle, that highlight reel 24/7.
Right.
And I was kind of living that. Well, in a way, what I was showing was the cool stuff that people want to see, but I'm not showing people, which I wish I did, man. I really truly wish that I'd vlogged those days, man. Like not necessarily vlog it and upload on YouTube, but like at least document our journey of like us carrying 50-pound backpacks. Kristen's carrying a big ass backpack too. For some reason she decided to bring a fucking roller in Central America, unpaved fucking roads, and a wheel was missing at one point. Yeah, it broke, and so I had to carry it, and I was like pissed as fuck. It's like 90 degrees. I'm sweating balls. I'm carrying 50 pounds on my back, my camera bag in the front. Like it's insane, man.
Bro, as I remember, you told us like, "Can you carry this bag?" I was like, "No, fuck no,
that was me, dude." Yeah, I mean, for the most part, but if I had to do it, I had to do it. And I never documented us taking bum ass $50, $40, $30 bus rides, school bus rides for like 8 hours.
Damn.
With no AC in Central America. It's hot as hell.
People with chickens and shit.
Yes, no cap. And Kristen had to stop the bus. She's the only weta there, so she has to stop the bus to throw up because she got car sick, like always.
Damn.
It was just like that kind of shit. I wish we had documented. I had documented, man. That would have been such a cool thing to see. Besides just the lavish beach life that we did live, living at amazing resorts that we can't even afford. But I was feeling like, bro, I feel like I'm cheating life right now. Like I don't deserve to be here, and I'm just doing this based on a fucking camera, an A6300, this little baby right here with the 18-105 that's not even sharp at all. And so I remember thinking that, and like, well, Chris is like, you like, well, no, like you work for it, like you have a talent, you have an eye for capturing video content that these companies want. They want that from you. So it's like, well, shit, cool, I guess so. Yeah, you're right. And then once I got back, I was like, I don't want to go back to the hospital. Fuck that place. And then I got a creative job creating content for a real estate company. And then at the time I thought I was like living like a king. I was like, I remember when I first got the job, like we were celebrating with wine and stuff like that. And then I was like, fuck, I did it, man. Like I'm making a full-time living, being a content creator. And, I felt like I was cheating life again. I was like, bro, like people are fucking out there working shitty jobs that they hate, and I'm actually doing something that I like. And then slowly but surely I was like, fuck, this is not enough. I mean, you always want more and more and more and more, no matter what. It's just the way life works. And then I was like, I always knew that I wanted to work for myself. So I was like building up my side hustle into try to make it into a full-time thing. Then COVID happened, and then I walked away from my job. And then now, like, again, I feel like I'm cheating life again. It's like I work sometimes I shoot once a week. I shoot sometimes twice a month, and it's fine with me. I shoot like the last 3 months, including next month, have been insane for me. Like a lot of shoots. Like next week I have like 4 shoots booked. That's a lot for me, for video at least. I don't know how you could handle photos, let alone video. So it's like I have friends who will say like, man, like you live in the dream, man. Like you just travel, take some fucking photos, press a button, and you're good. I'm like, yes and no at the same time. Like I edit for fucking 10 hours straight, 12 hours straight, like I did today. Something that not many people want to do. Yes, on paper it sounds fun and all, to like, oh, you're just sitting in your apartment chilling on your freaking PJs and your house slippers and you're just editing. Like that sounds fun and cool. I'm like, yeah, it is cool, but it does feel like a job sometimes. Like this is my job. Like I take it serious. Like it's not just shooting for me, I'm shooting for other people. So I gotta like really kill it, you know?
Yeah, and then I want to piggyback off what you just said.
Please.
What you just said is, like, damn, like you guys think we're just shooting and stuff, but there's a lot of pre-production, like a lot of getting out there and messaging clients like, yo, would you be interested? Do you need help? Do you need this?
Putting yourself out there.
And that's why I get mad sometimes when I'm like,
I wouldn't say mad. You get frustrated.
I get frustrated because I'm like, my priorities are like, all right, I got my relationship, I got my I got my regular job first, and then I got my relationship, and then I got my photography, then I got this Potter. And then sometimes like the Potter will take more time of like, damn, I could be using this time to be hitting up other clients. And then I know I'm like, whatever, like it's the Potter. And then I get to the end of the week, I'm like, oh fuck, like I should do more cold calls, do more of this. And that's why I get frustrated and shit. But at the same time, it takes a lot of work to build your brand, get shoots.
Yeah.
A lot, because you have to do a lot of homework, pre-production to get that fucking shoot.
Yeah. No, you're right. And kind of like you were saying, like it takes time, a lot of time that people don't even see. Like, like I said, everyone wants to live the lavish Instagram reel highlight life, but in reality, it takes a lot of fucking sweat equity to like get to that position. So like when I told Kristen, like, yo, like fuck, I feel like I'm cheating life. Like I literally just shot a video that covers my rent for the next 3 months. Mm-hmm. And Chris is like, you shouldn't feel weird. Like you earned it. Like you got to this position. Like you sacrificed hanging out with friends and family and to just fucking go in that computer and learn how to do certain things on the editing software. Mm-hmm. A lot of trial and error. I'm like, fuck, you're right. Like I fucking do deserve it. So now, man, like I come off super cocky sometimes. Like if someone tells me like, you're lucky, man. You're lucky to live this life. I'll be like, I'm not fucking lucky. I'll say like, I'm not lucky. I fucking earned this shit, man. Like I made this shit happen. Like boy. Yeah, we're living in the greatest country ever, bro. Like you can make anything happen, man. And especially with the internet, with this fucking phone, you could literally conquer the world. I'm not even fucking joking, man. So like when motherfuckers are saying like, oh man, you're lucky to like not have to have a regular job, like bro, fuck off. You could do the same shit if you really wanted to, but you choose fucking not to. So
you choose to go out, get wasted every
you choose to go out, man. Dude, there's this video by one of Drake's homies, Oliver Sabib, and like I watched the video today again. I watch it at least once every few months, and it's like the most fucking motivational video, and I have it saved on my Instagram, so I have to like look back at it to like remind me like, all right, this is the reason why I'm doing this, man. Like, and I don't want to say the whole video because I am gonna butcher it, but one of the things he says, like, I watch people go out on Friday nights, going to partying, wasting money, while I stayed at home, try to sharpen my craft and whatnot. I was like, bro, like fucking facts, dude. Like I could relate to that video so hard, but because like I did see people, and even until today, I see people going out partying and bitching about life, but they still go out on Friday and Saturday nights, man. Even during the pandemic, they still go out Friday and Saturday nights to fucking party and blow their hard-earned money that they earn from Monday through Friday, and they just blow it off in 2 days.
And I will tell you this: I want to say something that you just said right now. Is like those people are like, obviously they're not. I mean, it could be a creative who's in the slump, but those people are focusing more on like blowing off steam.
Yeah.
Okay. Yo, fuck, I can't do this, man, because this and that, coming up with excuses. I'm going to get drunk because it's going to help me forget about it. But the creative is like, the thing that clicked for me was like, why are you going out and drinking and blowing off steam? Like, what are you celebrating? You haven't like progressed or like achieved anything.
You can't kill it that much because we were those guys too.
That's what I'm saying. That's when my epiphany. I'm not saying that.
Okay.
I'm saying when I came to realization was like, holy shit, like Pete, like what is the deal with, why are you going out? What are you celebrating? And I was like, damn, like I ain't celebrating nothing. Like I felt like a loser. Yeah. So I was like, what are your passions? And then I narrowed it down. I was like, I want to do photography as a part-time, elevating stuff. And then when I started like going nuts, watching more YouTube videos, concentrating on my craft. And I feel like everybody's going to have that epiphany sooner or later, but not everybody's there.
I don't know if everyone gets that epiphany. And maybe,
what do you mean?
Because I feel like people are legit like, if you're a sheep, you're a sheep, man. Like I feel like
I agree.
Some people they follow that lane until they're on their deathbed at the age of 90, 80, whatever. Like
we know people like that.
Yeah,
but okay, so I agree with you.
I feel like it does hit in certain levels of your life. Like sometimes it get shit. Some of our close friends or colleagues or whatever you want to call people we went to high school with, it may hit them 10 years from now when we're fucking 40.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, there's different times, and that's why Rami episode was really good because we're talking about like signs. Some people don't see their signs. There's a lot of signs all over in front of you. If you can't catch it, that means you're not ready to catch it, maybe. But luckily for me, and I can only speak for me, I was able to catch that sign at the age of like 26, 27. I stopped fucking around and partying. I got serious into the YouTube game and started studying and started working on my fucking craft with the Hero 3, man. Like,
and you gotta remember, it's all about your friend. What is it? What did we say in the past episode? Your closest 5 friends make up you. So like, you're my fucking friend. So me and you had the same thing. No coincidence, because me and you like influenced each other. I'm like, yo, like dog, like I ain't doing that shit no more.
Facts.
I bet I'm gonna do something else then.
Yeah.
You know, like it's all about your friendship.
Yeah. Like if you tell me your 5 close friends, I could tell your future, like straight out the bat.
Yeah, and it's all about your fucking network.
Yeah, and luckily for us too, like especially with the creative space, with all the guests we've been working with, having in the podcast, like we're really networking. We're not just like, hey, come to the podcast and tell your stories and bounce. Like no, like we're establishing a real organic relationship. Like the last one we had with Stormy, like that was fucking sick. Like we established a really cool relationship with her, and it's like,
and the affirmation,
we're able to help each other out. Yeah. It's not just like I just receive and not even say thanks or nothing like that, you know?
Yeah, like we don't just bring on guests for shits and giggles. Like we want to tell.
No, we bring guests that we both talk about and like, yo, how do you feel about this person? We have a pretty cool connection. Why not?
We always say like, how would this benefit the creative game?
Yeah,
not just you and me.
If you're here just to brag and boast about how cool you are, like, bro, like we're not gonna hit you.
Yeah, and prime example, Stormy, who just was on the show, like she's not a fucking like a Mario, like she's just beginning, but we want you guys to know. Year. Yeah, we want you guys to know all aspects of it. Like, imagine if we just had like, imagine if we had
nothing
like,
but killers. Yeah,
and then we would be self-contradicting. Like, yo, like I thought you guys were the Potter for the
people.
Regulars. Yeah. So like we brought Stormy and like, you know, and she told her story, and I hope you guys got a lot of gems because she threw a lot of them.
Because I feel like she could. I feel like a lot of the listeners could relate to her being like first year, second year, like amateurish, whatever you want to call it, but. No, man. Fuck, we kind of went off topic, imposter syndrome. But no, I do feel like, dude, we're here for a reason, man. We fucking work for that shit.
Yeah. And we're on fucking episode number 43 for no fucking reason, bro.
Facts.
So, you know, I think...
Any last second tips?
Yeah, my last second tip would be just, you know, don't worry about your credentials. Your credentials are your hard work, how you wrote your own legacy, your story and shit, and focus on that. Don't focus on... how you don't belong there, because at the end of the day it's all hard work and how you got there because of all the shit you've done to get where you're at. Yeah, plain and simple. What about you?
I would say try to close out the outside noise, man, as much as you can. I know it's so hard to do it in social media world where people with screen time is like 7 hours. I'm not speaking for myself, but low key. But try to stay away from the outside noise and stop doing the comparison trap. Literally focus on your stuff. And you'd be so surprised how far you could elevate your work in a 2-week span. Like if you just concentrate on sharpening the knife, sharpening the blade, as far as sharpening your eye, your mind, read some good books, listen to good content, stop listening to trash, stop watching bum ass reality TV. If people still even watch reality TV, just stop consuming dumb stuff and consume like the good stuff. And you'll be so surprised how elevated your mind will get. Yeah,
because you gotta remember, people get lost of what their peers, what their competition is judging them by, when you gotta focus on your clientele. Yeah, that's what I say. Like, fuck, when I started with the Flash things, like, yo, like, what the fuck, like, that's corny shit, bro. Like, you're not gonna get clients who want that. And then what do you know? Like, I'm on the top of my game and I'm doing my thing because the people paying me are actually liking it, not my peers, not my fucking competition.
Let them judge, man. It's like they're not paying for your rent. They're just fucking, they wish they were in your shoes, actually. The fact that you brought the light game into the outside world, I guess, because usually when I think of lighting, I think of studio shoots, and you brought it to the real world outside, and it's like, You're sticking out from the masses of the thousands of San Diego photographers.
I try to, bro, and I appreciate that. So, fuck it. Frame of the week?
Yeah, man. This was a short and sweet Potter. Frame of the week.
As always, tag us on your heaters. Yep. You got to be following us, obviously, and you'll be featured right here.
Let me find.
As always, share Spotify, Apple on your story. Currency for us.
Yep. So frame of the week this week is going to be another video, and this is LZR_FPV.
Crazy video.
I mean, come on, bro. I mean, I'm getting.
Give me a fucking headache. Give me a migraine, bro. Chargers? Does it say Chargers?
It's a high school, I believe.
Okay.
So you'll see here on the whiteboard, this is a crazy FPV drone. So for those who don't know what FPV drones, I know we've been talking about this for the last few weeks since the new DJI one came out. This is what an FPV drone is for those listeners that don't know what the hell we were talking about the last few weeks. So full link in my bio, ripping around the old high school. That's all it says. And I even gave it a comment because that's how impressed I was. But this thing is crazy.
Wow.
It's crazy how accurate he could go through like the football goalposts, even the soccer side, the soccer goal in the sides, like, and then it's just really good. And he shoots this with a GoPro Hero 9. I did my research on his grid. So he has like one of those. I don't know if they're self-made. I don't know. It kind of looks. It kind of looks stockish though. Like it's like come out straight out the camera. Like it wasn't built by himself.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it does. It has like a full like unibody.
Yeah, so it's like it's got like the rubber around the wings. Yeah, you notice that. And he's got a GoPro Hero 9, which the camera that I have, that's the one that I want to mount if I were to get the FPV drone. But yeah, no, it's a great shot. And
if you own a fucking FPV, comment down below like what's your setup looking like.
Please, that would be
what is
great.
it running you?
Yeah, exactly. How much? I wonder how much this one cost him. So this dude's name is Logan Rouse. So doesn't say where he's from. I mean, I wish he had like a geotag, but he doesn't. And none of it.
Wherever.
Wait, Sunset Cliffs. So he's got to be from San Diego, unless he was here on vacation.
I don't know. I don't know what Charger High School. It was like a Bronco.
Yeah. Well, anyways, appreciate you guys. Appreciate you supporting the podcast, man, and keep creating that heater for sure. Peter Collins, where can people find you, my guy?
People can find me at petercollinframes.com. Peter Collin Frames on Instagram.
And people can find me on Instagram at _Mendoza_ and YouTube Alberto Mendoza. So yeah, this is a short and sweet podcast, guys. Hope you guys got some nuggets off of this.
Episode number 43 in the books. Episode number 44 next week. We'll catch you on episode number 44. Peace.